Namaste, my galactic family. This is Angel Asim, Mohrephoh, umehllohzohreh. Pleiadian consciousness here for you. My galactic family, do me a favor and listen with your heart. My galactic family, connect passion, connect your deepest passion, your true passion, with curiosity. Connect passion, your deepest passion, with your deepest curiosity. Connect them, integrate them for so long, for so much time, and for so long, and so powerfully. My galactic family, connect those two things. Few weeks, few months, but everything is happening right now. Let me rephrase that, my galactic family, for those who are just awakened, brothers and sisters. If we're saying for few weeks, few months, for do something for a little while, it's just to start doing it. Just start doing it, my galactic family. Because future doesn't exist, the past doesn't exist. Everything is in a creation experiencing right now. But you can say, no, I got the memories, I got films, pictures from the past. You have pictures and films from now moment, but from different perspective. You call it a past, but it's just a different perspective. That's what it is, my galactic family. So when we say start doing something for a little while, it's just to start doing it. Just start doing it. And you will see when you're going to resonate with it, my galactic family, when you're going to resonate with it, it will going to stay with you. But all prophets, archangels, angels, we give you one and identical truth. A lot of those channelers are not allowed to tell you a lot of things. That's why they have to really, a lot of those channelers who are not prophets, not archangels, not angels, they are not allowed. And because they are not allowed, they really have to, those channelers who are not the prophets, not archangels, not angels, my galactic family, they have to bend backwards to give you channelings in a way. You know why? Because they are controlled completely by light, whatever they tell you. That's why a lot of times you hear a lot of channelers, it's not good time. I cannot tell you this. I cannot tell you that. I cannot tell you this. I'm not allowed to tell you that. It's because it's only certain information, like I mentioned before, certain information are allowed to be given to all of you, my galactic family, through archangels, angels, the prophets, peace be upon them all. You've been informed. You've been given the information. So when we're saying do something for a little while, it means just start doing it. Because when you stop doing something, it's like you never did. If it's a hobby or anything you did in the past, you stop doing it, it's not like you're not doing this anymore. You are on a timeline you never did because you're not doing it anymore. When you start doing it again, you're connecting to that timeline you did that before. But it's parallel realities. So start connecting your deepest passion with the deepest curiosity. Be always, what does that mean? Be always conscious of it. By being more conscious of it, and more often you'll be more conscious of your passion and your curiosity, it will become a time when you're gonna be pulled to that perfect timeline when your contemplation will be based on curiosity and your passion. Do you see where we're coming with this, my galactic family? Because contemplation, my galactic family, is so important, because contemplation, it's like an amplifying glass. Contemplation, it's like it's an amplifier. You amplifying things. When you contemplate on the love, you expanding that love. When you contemplate on your strength, you become more strong. When you contemplate on your wisdom, you become more intelligent. When you contemplate on being more strong, you're becoming more strong because you're contemplating on it. You want to be quicker, faster? Contemplate on it. You're going to be quicker, you're going to be faster. You want to be smarter? You want to be smart? Or you want to be more smart? You want to be smarter? Put contemplation on how smart you are. And that's a magnifying glass, my galactic family. That's a amplifier. Contemplation is an amplifier. But it's how you get there. Remember, the trip is the destination. It's not, oh, I'm going to contemplate. When you're going to contemplate just for the sake of contemplation, you're not in the best timeline when your contemplation is the strongest. Your magnifying glass is not the strongest. Do you see where we're coming with this? Change timelines with your passion and curiosity and never stop. Even those things you think you know, I will tell you, you have no idea. You have no idea. So change the timelines with the passion and curiosity. So you're going to pull a timeline to your present moment, and the timeline going to be when your magnifying glass, your amplifier, your contemplation will be the strongest, the biggest. And then when you say someone, you love someone, you really mean it, like it's humongous. When you say you love someone and you didn't contemplate on it, you really don't love them that much. But when you contemplate on that love, you love them even more. When you say you like something and you contemplate on it, you like it even more. Use contemplation as a magnifying glass, my galactic family. This is what we're saying. But pull the timeline to yourself, my galactic family, with curiosity and passion together. And you're going to be amazed how synchronicity will bring you this scenario. My galactic family, let's clarify a few things, my galactic family, for you, because you know a lot of channelers, they will tell you, we are not allowed to tell you this. Oh, it's not perfect moment. It's not perfect time to tell you this. It's not perfect moment to tell you that. Oh, we're going to tell you next time. Oh, we're going to tell you some other time. A lot of those channelers, why is happening like that? When they are so-called your higher self and they telling you information and you want to know, and they are just a conduit to your higher self, a permission slip, if you will, and your higher self is not allowed to tell you information, not from that avenue. You see how important is which timeline you are on? Maybe if you could be on a different timeline, maybe those beings could tell you exactly what you want to hear. But usually, when there's a lot of channelers coming, there's a lot of brothers, sisters coming in, so few of them are not meant to hear this message right now. It could be this, it could be something else, but majority of scenarios like this, it happens because the light is observing, and they know the light is seeing and hearing everything at all times. Everything, seeing everything and hearing everything at all times, my galactic family. What does that mean? So that's why a lot of those channelers cannot tell you information, because some information can only come from the prophets, archangels, and angels. Please look at all Pleiadian Mohrephoh films on 9 different YouTube channels. Start with Mohrephoh 33 Mohrephoh and Linda Jackson Pleiadian Mohrephoh films. and you will connect the big dots, my galactic family. There's it's like I already give you everything you need. Everything you need now to comprehend, to understand. And how many of you, brothers and sisters, actually practicing what I gave you? How many? No wonder it's mentioned in the Bible. Many will come, few will enter. You see where we're coming with this, my galactic family. So, I want to respond to one brother, one sister. They ask me similar question from different avenue, but it's almost one identical question. Because a lot of the channelers mentioning to all brothers and sisters that without this experience, God never experienced love before. What is my response? Confirmation from the bird. Thank you, bird. This is nonsense. This is... Please know, my galactic family, that a lot of those channelers can tell you that each time they channeler doing channelings to you, my galactic family, they're doing channelings to you. What happens? That a lot of times it's not the same timeline, not the same being, not the same... It's the same soul, but it's a different being. It's the same soul, but different perspective. Like Bashar, let me give you an example. Bashar. You know Bashar, yeah? Every time he is giving you channelings, it's not the same being. It's a different being. It's the oversoul. It's the same oversoul. Yeah, it's the same soul. Yes, but every time it's Bashar is connecting to you, it's a different being. It's a different being. It's a different being. It's not only we jumping billion times per second to pair realities. Every time he's connecting to you and give you information, he's totally different being. Cryon and all the rest. And all the rest, the same thing, my galactic family. Different avenues. That's why a lot of those so-called channelings, sometimes they give you very positive information. We can say the closest to archangels, the closest to angels, the closest to all the prophets. Because archangels, angels, and prophets, peace be upon them all, we give you all one and identical message to all of you. To all of you. There's no distinguish. You cannot distinguish no one from no one on this matter, my galactic family. When we speak about archangels, angels, and prophets, because we're going to give you identical the same thing. If any prophet or any archangel could come here right now, they could tell you exactly the same thing what I'm giving you. Because we are allowed to give you only the truth from the avenue of the truth. We are allowed. Not like it's not the perfect timing. Oh, it's not, maybe next time we are not allowed right now to tell you. No, it's not like that. Whatever we feel from our higher self, we are allowed to tell you. We give it to you. But usually it's not like we are stopped to because you're not ready. We can always give you whatever you need at all times. Because truth is not blocked by the light, because we are the light. Archangels, angels, prophets, we are the light. And for those brothers and sisters who just woke up yesterday, there are no religions. There's only one and the same God who gave everybody one and the same truth. Very important, my galactic family, is to know that every different timeline have its own history, its own future, if you will. It's like like I mentioned before in previous films, my galactic family, that imagine a universe is like a book. Every page in a book is a different dimension. On every one page in a book have two timelines, yeah? Because you can read it on a right side of the same paper and on the other side of the same paper. So it's like it's reminding you, even the book is reminding you that everything is polarizing itself. Everything. And in between those readings, what do you have? You have a paper. A very thin paper, yeah? So I'm going to respond to brothers and sisters who ask me, God is love. God is pure love. It's not like God only experienced love when this happened here. That's a nonsense. That's a baloney, my galactic family. There's a lot of parallel realities, parallel universes, my galactic family. When happen, sometimes even happen more evil things happen. Things we can't even comprehend. But we cannot connect to that timeline because it's a different species, my galactic family. It's a different book. It's a different universe. There are parallel universes, my galactic family. Not only parallel realities, there are parallel universes. So the big picture is even bigger, my galactic family. So in a way, when they say God never experienced love before and the first time from this experience, that's the truth. From this experience. But God is pure love. Prime Creator is pure love. It's not like he discovered love first time when we have this experience here in three-dimensional reality. That's a nonsense. It's not true. You know what's the proof of that? Because only love can create. Can evil create something? Yeah, evil created the system to bond everybody here, to have that experience, but it's already been created in the creation who creates everything. And what? The evil destroys everything, controls everything, manipulates everything, isolates everything, yeah? Love, expansion, creation, connectivity. In the word love, you have all those aspects, all those attributes are connected to the love frequency. So when you have a creation that's as obvious, the prime creator is already, he knows love because he's giving, he's expanding, he's creating, he's giving. That's love. That is not likeness, that is love. He's a giver. He's creating, he's giving. That's love. But he discovered love as an individual frequency, for the first time. That's a nonsense. Discover love coming from this new perspective. Yes, but God is love, pure love. So keep that in mind, my galactic family. God is always pure love. My galactic family. So passion, curiosity, and you pull the timeline to your Merkaba, and your sphere of influence is grabbing that timeline. When you even contemplate on your sphere of influence, it becomes bigger. You know that? You becomes wiser. You become bigger, faster, more sharp, if you will. Contemplate on your on your sphere of influence. You let me know how you're gonna control the reality, how quickly, because in a way, your Merkaba doesn't. This is your core frequency. Your Merkaba. This is your core frequency. My galactic family. This is your originality, if you will. But sphere of influence, imagine Merkaba, it's like a supernova, like a star. It always beaks out. It's always gives out a superpower of light and frequency out of your being. Always like the brightest star you see in heavens, yeah? Sphere of influence, it's in a way is like a net. Sphere of influence, it's designed barrier between parallel realities, between parallel universes. Sphere of influence is a buffer of your belief systems, of your knowing, of your endeavors. What is on your contract? Do you remember? How you remember? When you remember? You see, it's sphere of influence. It's just it's like you putting sphere of influence as a barometer for yourself. So when you're gonna wake up, how you're gonna wake up? It's like it's a sphere of influence. It's like a contract in a sphere. In a sphere. This is what it is, my galactic family. Let me expand a little bit more, my galactic family, on zodiac signs. We know there are 13 zodiac signs. 13. Number 13 in numerology means change. Means change, my galactic family. So, my galactic family, we got so-called 12 months, yeah? But it's actually 13 months when you know how to connect, how lunar, how many the moon, Luna have how many days. Look at previous films, you know exactly what we're saying here. So everything fits perfectly. 13 months. And this extra zodiac sign was always there, but it was hidden. It was hidden. It's not such a big difference, my galactic family, with the sign or without it. It's just it's a minor frequency difference, but it's there. Those who know what I'm saying here, what we're saying here to you, you know exactly what we're saying here to you, my galactic family. But what I want to tell you, my galactic family, it's about your karma and your dharma. Very, very, very important. Because a lot of you never heard this information before from this perspective I'm about to give you, my galactic family. Because there's a lot of those brothers and sisters with the astrology. This brother, from this point of view, he gives you the astrology. This sister, from this point of view, give you the astrology readings and tarot card readings and numerology readings and all of this is beautiful. It's one perfect soup, but when you know the core truth, your Merkaba, the core truth, even with your belief systems and polarity and the sequence of three-dimensional reality, a mirror of confusion, world of amnesia, mirror of confusion, you can read anything and everything very easily when you truly awaken. And I mean truly awaken. Because a lot of you brothers and sisters, you think you are awakened, but you have no idea. A lot of you brothers and sisters, you're actually hypnotizing yourself even more. Even more. You're hypnotizing yourself even more, and you don't even know by yourself. So what I'm about to tell you, my galactic family, how the Dharma and karma, I'm usually, when prophets, archangels, angels, we give you information, my galactic family, the light is usually giving information the simplest way to understand, the simplest way to know, to comprehend, yeah? We're never going to give you information that you're going to be like, what? What are you talking about? Usually we give information, so it's very easy. We can bring the most dense, the subject is like, it's almost impossible to comprehend, but the way light is going to give it to you, you're going to be like, oh, that is so simple. This is easy. This is nothing. That's how we give the information to you, my galactic family. I could maybe in previous films, but next films, in more films I will expand on this. But in this film, briefly, I will just give you this information because it's very, very important. The zodiac sign wheel, yeah? Imagine sphere of influence. So imagine the sphere of zodiac signs. And usually Dharma and karma is only happening through one so-called frequency, Saturn, yeah. This is the only one so-called frequency, Saturn, when you are given a Dharma or karma. Because all different so-called planets, if you will, frequencies, if you will, all are opposing. Imagine on the right side on a scale, you have all of the planets from so-called solar system, yeah? We're talking about only frequency here. We know the Earth is not round, the Earth is flat. There's a dome above us. We know that, yes. But what we're saying here, my galactic family, I'm explaining to you something which is very, very difficult to explain. We are giving you in such a simple, just hear me, my galactic family, hear me. All the planets, the frequencies are on a right side on a scale. And Saturn, that's the only planet on the left side of the scale. So how the karma and dharma actually works. So it takes almost, not 30, but almost 30 years. 29 and a half, I think. 29 and a half years takes Saturn to come back to your sign. And he is there a little bit over 2 years. 2 years and few months, if you will. So the Dharma and the karma is happening. The biggest tests when the Saturn on a zodiac sign wheel, when the Saturn is opposite of your sign, completely opposite from your sign, that's when you are tested the most, my galactic family. When Saturn is in a zodiac sign wheel, it's in a sign somewhere when it's totally opposite from your sign, that's when you are tested the most. The tests are the most severe. The biggest test coming when Saturn is any of the sign, but if it's opposite on the other side of your wheel, of your sign. If it's on the opposite sign, that's when you tested the most, my galactic family. This is how karma and dharma works. When Saturn is changing signs, coming closer to your sign, imagine it's opposite, completely cross from you. It's on the other side of the wheel, of zodiac sign wheel. Yeah, it's totally on the other side. So he is the strongest. He's attacking you. He's giving you the biggest tests, the biggest endurance you need, the biggest tests. When it's coming slowly closer to your sign, that's when the tests are become weaker and weaker and more gentler and more gentle and more gentle, like a family. Karma happens only when Saturn is on the other side of zodiac sign wheel. When it's on the opposite from your sign, that's when karma is happening for you. That's you seeing as a test, but it's your karma. But through your karma, you've been tested again. Are you going to change? Are you going to be the same? This is how it works, my galactic family. That's the only when karma is happening, when Saturn is in the opposite, on the other side of your sign from zodiac sign wheel. When comes between the sign opposite from you and all of those signs be between your sign and the sign who is totally opposite from you, that's so-called a neutral point of zodiac sign wheel. That's a neutral point. The karma only happens when Saturn is in the sign opposite from you. That's the only karma. That's the biggest test coming to you. All the signs between your sign and the sign on the opposite from you, on the zodiac sign wheel, all of those zodiac signs on the right side and on the left side, this so-called a neutral point. What are you going to do between that time before the Saturn will come back to your sign? What are you going to do? You're going to have more Darma. It's a neutral point. Either direction, either side. Like if you, for example, Aries, and Saturn comes to sign of Libra, that's when your biggest tests are coming in. That's your karma. That's the 2 years of karma is going to happen right at that moment when this is happening. But all the signs between Libra and Aries on opposite signs, it's a neutral point. It's like that's the balance of the universe. Either side, either way, either side, my galactic family. Whatever you do on those different zodiac sign, whatever you do, it's your call. You're gonna have more Dharma, or you're gonna have more karma. That's why it takes 30 years for the Saturn to create your Dharma or your karma. Because when all so-called planets are observing Saturn and you as a frequency-wise, he is allowed to attack you the most. Saturn is allowed to attack you the worst when he is furthest away from you. when he's on the other side of zodiac sign wheel, he is allowed to attack you with karma. See how honest, how gentle and honest the universe is, Prime Creator? Saturn is allowed to attack you only when he is the furthest away from you. That's the only when he can attack you. And between him and you, they're always on each side, there are zodiac signs and all the planets, if you will, watching and observing that everything is going as it's supposed to go. See how that goes? And between, for example, Aries and Libra, between all of those on a zodiac sign wheel, on the right side and on the left side, wherever Saturn is in each of the house, of the zodiac house, you have different Dharma and different karma. Are we talking about with a little karma, a little Dharma? It's like this is the neutral point. Between those two signs, when Saturn is between, it's like it's neither or either karma or Dharma. It's your call. It's whatever you want to do. But whatever you collect through all the Saturn went all around the zodiac sign wheel, and he's coming back to your sign. And it's very important, whatever you did, you learned the most when Saturn was opposite from your sign, because that was the biggest karma for you. It's in a way in the middle. It's a balance point, yeah? And whatever you collect the Dharma on each side, on each side, all those signs on the right side and on the left side, they're more on a Dharma side, because you strive to, even unconsciously, you always strive to be better, to do better, to be better, yeah. So let's call it Dharma on the right side, left side of the zodiac sign wheel. But if it's straight, when it's totally opposite from your sign, that's when the 2 years you have a karma. But it's a test point as well. Did you learn? What did you learn for the last 15 years when I was traveling on the right side of the zodiac wheel? And what's going to happen when I'm going to go around on the other side of the zodiac wheel for another 15 years? And when the Saturn enters your sign, that's when the devil is the weakest. He's in your home. He's the nicest. He's the coolest. He cannot do nothing to you. You are God. Comparing the frequency of the devil enters your zodiac sign wheel, your house. When the Saturn enters your zodiac sign after 30 years, you are so powerful. You become like God compared to human. It's like you are so powerful, like you are the God, and the devil is like a human. That's how small he becomes. And you can see all the planets and all the zodiac sign. They're focusing on your sign. That's why the devil cannot do nothing. He is the nicest. He's the weakest. He's the nicest and he's the weakest when he is in your sign. And that's the 2 years when the Dharma is coming in. If you don't believe Pleiadian Mohrephoh films, if you think I'm giving you jokes, ask anybody, ask anybody anywhere in the world that when the Saturn were in their sign, in their zodiac sign, something good happened in their life. A really, really really good. Something really, really, really good happen in their life. This is what we're saying. When it's opposite from your sign, this is karma. When it's coming closer to you, you are on each side. I mean, the Saturn is on each side of a zodiac wheel. It's your call. You collecting dharma or karma. It's up to you. But when the Saturn is coming to your sign, that's the payday. This is when Prime Creator. This is when God Almighty is looking on your chart. He is repaying you. When the Saturn is doing 30 years window, he's going visiting all the signs and coming to your zodiac sign. That's when archangels going to Prime Creator, they giving your test sheet. And God Almighty is looking your dharma and your karma. In those 30 years window, in each 2.5 years, Saturn is in each sign, 2.5 years. God Almighty is looking at all those different karmas and dharmas you collected throughout 30 years. And then he will let you know how big is your paycheck. But this is, we can say, that's the balance of the zodiac wheel. And we earth angels, we give you the truth. You ask anybody, my galactic family, they will tell you exactly what I'm telling you. But it's only one planet different planets have different frequencies, my galactic family. They're just more like observers, because we are in so-called four-dimensional reality, and the matrix is ending, it's finishing, but we have that experience. We're going to carry that experience for eternity. It's never going to leave you. You've been in three-dimensional reality. You know the feeling, how you've been when you've been not awakened. What happened before. You will still remember the time when you didn't remember that you supposed to remember. This is what we're saying here, my galactic family. So Saturn, it's not like a lot of you are going to say, oh, it's a double planet. It's expression. To have this test, to have this experience, you need light and you need darkness. And you need the balance between point to have that experience. So by honoring the darkness, the same like you honor the light, that's when you are the winner. That's when you are the winner, my galactic family. So when the Saturn, ask anybody, my galactic family, when the Saturn last time been in someone of your family members, your co-workers, your friends, your uncles, aunts, grandfather, grandmother, ask them. When last time Saturn was in your sign, what happened in your life? What happened that date? What happened exactly in those 2 years? And you see exactly the Pleiadian Mohrephoh films are designed to give you the truth. I am Renegade member, Family of Light, Systems Buster, available for altering systems of consciousness within Free Will Universe on call. And a little side note to you, my galactic family, to give you, because it came to me now, one brother asked me a very, very important question. How we know what the darkness are what they are doing behind our backs. How we know that. And let me remind you, this only applies to a darkness. Like I mentioned before, prophets, archangels, and earth angels, they're the only beings in this dimension who can tell you anything and there's no judgment, because we give you the truth. And in the truth, there is no judgment. But listen to this, my galactic family. Whatever the evil ones, like Zionist Jews. Those evil Catholics. Or those evil Christians. I'm talking about those evil ones. I'm not talking about those who follow the religion because they had no idea. They've been born with a family. I'm not saying about those pure souls who have no idea what they do. I'm talking about the pure evil ones. Especially the Zionist Jews. Do you know? Listen to that scum. Listen to that he is worse than scum. Scum is beautiful. Netanyahu is he will be the best charcoal in a hellfire. I'm telling you, my galactic family. But whatever that Netanyahu, that nobody, that piece of scum, whatever he tell you that Muslims are doing to them, that's exactly what they are doing to Muslims. And let me remind you, Muslims are the closest beings to Prime Creator. For Sunni Muslims, there is no day of judgment. They're going to be straight in heaven. They're the nicest people you will ever encounter, Muslims. Why? Because Jesus is Palestinian Sunni Muslim. I love you, my galactic family. Namaste.